Join me. Together we can rule the galaxy far and sun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman and Trent Hoffman. You're listening to Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 229. Today, we're looking at Stranger Things, Season 5, Episode 2. And joining me in just a little bit will be Trent. Can't say enough about the series. So good. Can't wait to continue to break this down and counting down the days to Christmas, as well as the release of the next volume of episodes. But we're just going to get right into it. So I'm going to push that button and bring in Trent here. And we did this a little live stream, so check it out.
Like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
What up?
What's up?
What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, we're like Beavis and Butthead. We're on the couch, bro. How's it going? So Big T, Little T.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, dude?
Good.
Good? Yeah?
Yeah, long week.
You ready for Cena's last match?
I'm gonna cry.
I think we're going to cry on that one. So Cena
Versus
is Gunther. Gunther.
Really?
Yeah, last match.
Why'd you pick him?
Well, there was a tournament. And so
And Soul.
So it's gonna be Gunther,
Mm-hmm.
and so that should be kind of cool-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Cena. Cena's gonna be
It's like top 5 best.
it's gonna
My favorite, at least.
yeah, it's gonna be rough, dude. So I don't know. I loved the matches with Dom. I mean, the one that he had with Logan was awesome.
The Dom one was...
Dom one was great. In Boston, that was
Boston,
awesome.
yes,
Yeah,
but
that
the
was
newer
awesome.
one is
Newer one were garbage. Yeah,
Garbage.
but I knew the title would come off of him because he's retiring. So, but I mean, the Cody run was cool. CM Punk,
Wait, Cody
Orton.
still has it, right?
Cody has one belt. Yeah,
He has the belt from Roman.
Yeah.
Do you think
The world heavyweight or whatever.
Do you think he's ever gonna get that belt? No.
Maybe. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think he'll get it back, you know. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be sad, dude. Bottom line, it's gonna be sad.
Yeah.
We'll be like, hey, Cena, can't see me. But I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
It'll
man.
be fun. It'll be
Yeah.
fun. I like Cena. What I'm hoping, dude. What I'm really hoping is like other wrestlers come out,
Hope.
you know how like when unfortunately when somebody dies, they have all the wrestlers out there and they ring the bell 10 times. Like he's not dying, but like it'd be cool if like
Somehow.
all the other wrestlers come out or
Yeah,
whatever.
As respect.
Respect, right? Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So we got that. Speak about sadness. Bears losing.
always the Packers.
So disappointed.
It's always the Packers.
I know.
It's
I know.
funny.
I would definitely trade one of our wins for a Packers win, dude. I mean, given the Bengals,
But we're going against the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns. They're tough. They have a good defense. So not so much an offense, but
Offense.
yeah. Meh.
But
Meh.
this guy is like, we're the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
What's
Yes, the guy that he does his both where he's like
And we're the Cleveland
the
Browns.
Yeah. I'm hoping, you said hopefully it's an easy win. I hope so too. It's going to be cold in Chicago on Sunday. It's like it's going to be like 5 degrees, which means like -10. Wind chill.
Wind chill is the worst.
Yeah, dude. The wind in the windy city, when it's windy like that.
Do you think the ball is going to be frosty?
Yeah, it's going to be hard kicking.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Because it's so cold, bro.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm going to have those turbo heaters out, man. We're gonna
It's gonna be
see.
fire.
Yeah, there's gonna be fire on the
Blazing
thing.
out on
Like,
the back.
what the heck, man? All right, so, but we're confident. I definitely think easily 12 wins. Hopefully, we get a couple more in there. But I was hoping for the big run, dude. I was hoping we'd just make it all the way.
Wait, what do
But-
you think Ben Johnson's doing about the?
Ben Johnson?
What do you think he's gonna do for the Green? Like after that Green Bay loss, did he say anything?
I don't know. I haven't really watched too much pressers. I kind of like when the Bears lose. I'm like, I need a little time to recover so I can get ready for Sunday. I think. I mean, that play, the play at the end, is the same play they ran when Caleb got the TD and the Eagles. It's the same play.
Yeah, but Moore was open.
More is open, but again, we can only see it from our perspective. I don't know if he could see more from his peripherals. I'm not sure. I mean, he had two guys chasing him. That ball just was not placed where it needed to be. I think he needed to throw to Komet sooner than he did instead of making a jump ball. But again, are we quarterbacks? No. Do we play Madden?
Yes.
Absolutely. Do we throw a lot of interceptions in Madden? Yes.
Sometimes. Yes.
Should we even talk about that head-to-head we did?
It was so bad. It was so bad.
It was so bad. So we got Madden.
Yeah.
We've been playing Madden. We got this like ultimate team where it's basically almost like cards and you open up the packs and you get players. It's been out for a while. So we got a lineup and we're like, why don't we try head-to-head? And like the first play, the dude runs it back.
I'm like, okay.
Okay. Then like we don't really do anything, and then we punt it off, and then he runs it back again.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a little spicy.
Yeah. And then
It's 12-0, nothing bad.
yeah, and then it was like we score. I think we scored once.
8.
It was 21.
It was 8 to 204.
It was like 100.
No, the reason why is like his like he was putting everybody.
He's putting everybody in the box. Yeah, he was bringing like the free safety up, and
It was weird that I had no time.
And then we had no time, and you're like, Dad, just take over. And I didn't do much better. I was like,
I at least got the touchdown.
yeah, we got at least one touchdown, but he had like 100, almost 100
I
points.
know, but he was.
Do you have 100 points?
102
Oh,
or 100. Like
it was bad,
it
bro.
was really bad, but
You know, it's okay. We're better. We're better men because of it, right?
Yeah.
Right. No, I don't think so, man. You know, so
your good gets better than your better.
you get better gets best. Exactly.
1, 2, 3 Bears.
All right. Well, we're hoping for a Bears win on Sunday against the Browns. So
We're the Cleveland Browns.
we're the Cleveland Browns. All right, let's get into our main topic.
Okay.
All right. The title, I love the title of this one. We're talking about Season 5, Episode 2. Quick recap. Will has got a new superpower. Or something. We know he can tap into the Demogorgon. He saw a vision of the Demogorgon going to the Wheeler's house.
Yeah.
And that's where we left off. That's literally where we left off. So then 11 and Nancy are zooming in the way. Like, we're going. So, again, she's not supposed to be out, but she's going with Nancy. So we kind of open up.
I interrupt this broadcast to say that, well, our live stream went kaputskis and looked like it was recording. Trent and I did like 30-minute episode or whatever, and went to get everything kind of done in post, and we only had the 7 minutes, brother. So sometimes it happens with technology, and it is what it is. You can't let it spoil the goodness. So Trent and I really enjoyed this episode, so we're just gonna let, as the saying goes, the show must goes on. So just do kind of a quick breakdown here of what happened in episode 2 of season 5. Again, this is the the Vanishing of Holly Wheeler. So that is kind of cool because it was very similar to the Vanishing of Will Byers, which is awesome. So we pick up right where we left off the last episode, and here we go. So essentially, we have Ted playing some golf outside. He notices like something's going on. Meanwhile, while he's shooting balls, Holly gets a Demogorgon into her bedroom. She flees to Karen, her mom, Karen Wheeler. She's starting a bath, and so they essentially hide from the Demogorgon in the bathtub as the Demogorgon kind of breaks the bathroom door, and they're like freaking out or whatever. And then Ted comes in and hits him with a golf club, throws him against the wall. Karen and Holly kind of try to escape the house and are essentially, Karen grabs the wine bottle and it's like, it's on. And she stabs the Demogorgon. Boom. So at this point, Nancy and 11 are racing too. It's not looking good for Karen because she got slashed by the Demogorgon, and so essentially Nancy and 11 arrive a little too late. Holly's been taken by the Demogorgon. The rift that he went through to the Upside Down is closing, and 11 decides to go through and pursue. So in Upside Down, 11 and Jim run into each other. So Hopper and her are together. Hopper is frustrated that she's put at risk because she was outside, but 11's like, hey, we find Holly. I think we'll get closer to Vecna. We get a little flashback again to Hopper and his daughter, and he kind of explains that he just doesn't want to lose her again and that kind of thing, which is always the tears. It hurts, you know. So 11 kind of understands that. Then they kind of get to the hospital. So now we have Mike and Nancy kind of talk through like, we should have done better, shouldn't have seen this sooner. And then Mike's kind of like, why is Vecna targeting Holly? But then Lucas kind of puts it all together. It's like, dude, we are literally really close to the anniversary of Will's disappearance. And basically Mike's like, yo, Mr. What's-It is probably real. Yeah, and so essentially they kind of put two together and it's like, okay, Holly's, something's going on with Holly. Like there's something more there that's not an imaginary friend, right? So then essentially Steve and Jonathan are together. They're arguing about Nancy. Steve wants to bring her flowers. Jonathan's just like, leave it alone. She just, you know, everything going on with her mom and everything, you know. So, and basically at that point, Dustin shows up. He's kind of beat up literally from the bullying from what we saw in episode 1, and then it's kind of, Steve is just like, dude, you missed the crawl and everything. So back at WSQK, this squawk, Will is kind of putting stuff together with, there's Joyce and Robin, and he basically believes he's connected to the hive mind. Robin kind of figures out that like they're they're connected in some way. So, but Joyce is like, Robin's like, hey, Will is kind of like a human receiver similar to this antenna in the radio station, and he can locate Vecna and find Holly. But Joyce refuses to kind of put Will in a risky situation. They trick Joyce with a Back to the Future reference with gigawatts and the flux capacitor, all that kind of stuff. So Robin also has some time with Will, and says, "Hey, did you see us at the hospital earlier?" And basically, she wanted to kind of downplay what Will saw when she was with her girlfriend and stuff like that. And Will basically assures her, like, "Hey, I haven't seen it. I didn't see anything." So Will has a vision about the playground and realizes, like, when he was the room was spinning, and when they were outside in episode 1, he was actually connected. He could see Holly through Vecna's eyes. So he believes that, like, he can use that kind of telepathic link to identify Vecna's future targets. So Robin and him are working together. Will's kind of feeling a little bit more confident, which I like. And so then they go to the school. He understands, like, okay, here's the playground. I see what she saw. And then now he sees Derek in her vision, okay? And then we see Derek in the classroom kind of looking. And then we see the Derek looking, and it's Mr. What's-It, it's Vecna, it's Henry. At the same time, while Mike and Nancy sneak into the hospital and pretend to be a nurse and a patient, blah, 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 Nancy's mom, Karen, writes, they go and sneak in, visit her mom, and then they realize, like, Mr. What's-It's real. What's his name? She writes down Henry. And then that's the name of, obviously, Vecna's human form. And then Mr. What's-It, Henry, welcomes Holly in his Vecna's mindscape, or I don't know what you want to call it, but basically in Vecna's mind, we see the Creel house. And it's like brand new, spanking new. And he invites Holly into the home. And that's how we end that episode. Obviously, at this point, about a week or two ago, Trent and I just look at each other and we just, like, again, do a little Morpheus, and, like, again, we just continue on our binge of the first 4 episodes. So, again, great episode. Trent and I kind of lean towards episode 1 is kind of 7.5 T's. We would give this a solid 8 T's. This is definitely not the best of the episodes, but it's a good one. It's a good one. So, yeah, it was so, it was solid. That's basically it. So, super, super cool. Again, sorry for this technical stuff. Trent was providing insight as well. He really enjoyed it. Sorry you could only hear a little portion of that, but like I said, the show must go on. So that's a recap, and yeah, let me push this button to get to the next thing. All right, there you have it. We got another one in the books. Episode 229 of Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast, temporarily a Stranger Things podcast. But we want to just thank everyone for listening. You can find us on the socials, Big T, Little T, on the Instagram, BLILT podcast on the Twitter, Big T, Little T podcast .bsky.social on the Blue Sky, and then follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv or twitch.tv/Big T, Little T. We'll be streaming there as much as we can, and doing some live podcasts as well as we, as much as we can, So we want to hear from you. So comment, tweet, rate us on Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star review on the old Spotify. And we would love to slap a sticker your way. And you could do that by emailing us at bigtliltpodcast@gmail.com. But yeah, send us a rating, send us some love, ask us a question, what you're thinking about Stranger Things. If you're watching the Video Game Awards, we got a new Star Wars trailer out there that just dropped from the Old Republic. Fate of the Old Republic just dropped. Cinematic looks dope. Definitely reminiscent of the old Republic cinemas, little cutscenes and stuff like that. So, yeah, super cool stuff coming out of the Video Game Awards that's happening right now, which is super cool. So, but anyways, always in motion is the future, as Yoda eloquently said. So there's a lot going on there. And I can't wait to check out some other video game stuff, brother. So yeah, next week we will be going over the old episode 3, not Revenge of the Sith, but we will be going over some Stranger Things stuff. So super excited for that. So, as Yoda would say, now remember, truly wonderful the mind of the child is. And may the Force be with you always. Bye. Bye. Hello there, Face.